Yeah, let's do it. See, I don't see any Spanish speakers. I guess we'll wait a minute.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Jay. How y'all doing?
Doing good.
Lovely.
We do not have any Spanish speakers. We have one house misdemeanor here at the moment.
Thank you, JL. Bye, V.
Thank you, and have a good day. Interpreter is disconnecting.
Do we have defense in the building yet?
We do not.
No, we don't need them for the misdemeanor. So we didn't have a defense attorney in the building at all? Or just not in the courtroom yet?
Just not in the courtroom.
Okay.
Nope.
Nor do we
I
propose.
got this not real quick.
What's that?
That was someone else, Your Honor.
Oh, okay.
Would you like to see the first misdemeanor, Your Honor?
Oh, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, whatever you all want to do. I'm ready to go.
The first one you have up is Sit by Gabriel.
Okay. Mr. Sipai, how you doing?
Good.
Good. Give me 1 second to pull up your file here, sir. All right. Mr. Sipai, this is the time for your initial appearance. We're going to go over your charges and your conditions of release. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you, okay? You also have the right to hire an attorney. All right, so sir, I've got you on a couple different matters here. I've got you on a misdemeanor matter at a JP court, Justice Court, and some misdemeanor matters at a city court, okay? On the Justice Court misdemeanor, and I also, hold on, you're in there on a felony case, right, sir? Yeah, all right. So, sir, on the Justice Court case, possession of paraphernalia, I'm gonna hold you on a $50 bond. That way you're getting time credit. Cash is secured. Your next court date is gonna be February 3rd in front of Judge Pesquera, and I'm gonna appoint Robin Ald to represent you in these matters, all right, sir? On the city court case, sir, I'm also gonna hold you. You're here on some failure to appears, some paraphernalia and trespass. I'm gonna hold you on a $100 cash and secured bond. I'm gonna appoint the city PD to represent you and order you not to go to the incident location if you do post bond. Your next court date for that one's gonna be on February 10th at 1:45 PM, sir, in front of Judge Cranshaw. And you'll get paperwork of this from the jail, all right, sir? All right, sir, good luck.
One moment, Your Honor. I will bring in the next group.
All righty. Approve who? Yeah. I just pushed the wrong button. I kept putting save. Hey, Lisa, you're from pretrial, right?
I am.
All right. Was there a public defender or anybody in the pretrial services room? Do you know?
Yeah, he was. He was out there talking to the defendants. Do you want me to let him know he's needed?
No, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure there was somebody ready to go.
Oh, yeah, he's here.
Oh, yeah, JP hold and felony hold. Yeah. Yeah, felony and JP. I know, right? Nice thick blue pen.
Good morning, Judge. I'm doing good. How are you? Do you need me for the misdemeanors, Your Honor?
What's that again?
Do you need me for the misdemeanors?
I don't know what, I mean, I don't need you, to me, and I don't know
Oh.
the office. I thought that your office was now making you guys give the misdemeanors information, but I don't.
Yes,
not
Judge.
ordering
Usually,
that.
but okay. All right.
Yeah.
Usually, when we have to still talk to them, I think.
No,
I'm
it's
free,
great.
essentially.
Go talk to them, yeah.
All right. Thank
You
you.
call me. Good morning. Your name, please, sir.
Hey,
Sir, are you, Malcolm Curtis?
Yes, I am. Curtis Malcolm. It is.
All right. It's Curtis is your last name, right, sir?
No, Curtis is my first name. Last name is Malcolm.
We could make that change. Middle initial L still?
Pardon me?
Is your middle initial L?
Yes,
All right.
Lee. Lee is my middle name.
All right, Mr. Malcolm. I'm seeing you on a charge of, hold on.
I don't know what I'm charged for. I should not be charged for anything.
Right now, I've got you on, so hold on. So, sir, actually, let me say this to all of you. So, ladies and gentlemen, who are in the courtroom right now, who are behind the partition, you are all presumed innocent. You all have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. In some instances, an attorney might be appointed. Mr. Malcolm, I am seeing you on one count of driving under the influence, violation of 281381. I'm going to release you on your promise to appear at court, sir. You're going to have court on February 12th at 8:30 a.m. in front of Judge Pesquera. All right? So go to court on February 12th, sir. Understood?
Yes.
All right, sir, you're excused.
So, hold on to that.
Mr. Malcolm, we got to get a move on, sir. You're being released.
Okay, thank you.
Judge, did you appoint an attorney on this one? Since it's a DUI, I was no.
No, the JP court case. They'll appoint an attorney at the next court hearing.
All right.
Thank you for going.
Mr. Malcolm, you gotta go, man. Yeah. Your name, please, sir.
Steve Guthrie.
All right, Mr. Guthrie, I'm seeing you on one count of domestic violence assault,
Yes.
the class 2 misdemeanor. Sir, I'm gonna release you on your promise to appear at court. You're gonna have court February 12th at 10:30 a.m. in front of Judge Pesquera. And that's it, sir. You're excused. Oh,
Thank you much.
that's it, sir. You're excused. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go back to the office. I'm Sanderson. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, ma'am. Your name, please?
Crystal Henderson.
Ms. Henderson, give me 1 second because I just got some information from pretrial services. All right, ma'am. I'm seeing you
Yes.
on 3 counts of domestic violence disorderly conduct.
What?
Of domestic, so don't say anything, ma'am. You have the right to remain silent. All right, anything you say can be used against you. I understand your surprise, but don't say anything. So 3 counts of domestic violence disorderly conduct, 1 count of domestic violence assault. These all occurred allegedly last night or yesterday on February 1st. The information, ma'am, that I have will allow me to release you, but with orders not to initiate contact with any of the alleged victims. Those individuals are Mr. Sherwinski, Aaron Sherwinski, and his minor aged children, and they might be yours. I'm a little unclear on whose children they are, but no contact with Mr. Sherwinski or sorry, do not initiate contact with Mr. Sherwinski. If he wants contact with you, he can initiate contact with you, and none with the children unless he okays that. Understood, ma'am?
Not understood. Are you referring to my children?
Are they also Mr. Sherwinski's children?
No,
What are the initials of the kids? Initials only.
initials. That would be DV, KV, and KS. I
I am referring to those children, ma'am, yes.
Sir, I take care of my children full-time. At least can we remove the children, please?
And Judge, Ms. Henderson just wants to add that she cares for the children and is talking to me about custody, which I understand family law situation is slightly different. But I did talk to her about, the children potentially being victims, and she's still nonetheless requesting the court to grant contact because she cares for them 24/7.
So the information the court has, Ms. Henderson, is that the lawful representative of the children is Caitlin Santos. The court was not provided information on who Caitlin Santos is or her relationship with the children, that she is a lawful representative of the children. They are alleged victims right now, so you've been arrested for 3 counts of disorderly conduct because your children are the victims of those alleged crimes. So right now, I can't give you permission to have contact with the victims of the crimes. I just can't. Do you have somewhere else to go aside from back home with Mr. Sherwinski and your children?
Yes.
You can ask. You're going to have court on February 5th at 8:30 a.m. in Green Valley. You can ask that judge at that time to modify your conditions of release to allow you to have contact with your husband and children. I hope that judge will have more information than I do. You can also ask that judge to appoint you an attorney who might be able to advocate on your behalf. I'm not going to do that right now, ma'am, as this is the Green Valley case, and I'm not going to hold you in custody. So
Okay, thank you.
You've got court February 5th with those orders, ma'am.
What time is my hearing, sir?
8:30 a.m. in
8:30.
Green Valley Justice Court.
What is the
So
Your name, please, sir?
Sarah Gil Martinez.
Bill, are we out of order? Did we skip Mr. Figueroa?
Figueroa is currently being held in a room right now due to AS1 status.
All right, thanks. All right, Mr. Bill Martinez, I'm seeing you on the city court matter. I'm seeing you on 2 counts of domestic violence assault, 1 count of domestic violence criminal damage, 2 counts of domestic violence disorderly conduct. Sir, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear. You're going to have court on March 9th at 9:30 a.m. in front of Judge Mayhew, sir. And with that, sir, you're excused.
Thank you.
Morning, ma'am. Your name, please?
My name is Haley Knight.
All right, Ms. Knight, I'm seeing you on some city court cases. This is 1 count of domestic violence assault, 2 counts of domestic violence disorderly conduct. I'm going to release you, ma'am, on your promise to appear at court on March 10th at 1:30 PM in front of Judge Millian with an order to have no non-consensual contact with the alleged victim in this case. All right, so if this person, I guess the allegation is that this is your boyfriend. If your boyfriend says he does not want to have contact with you, ma'am, you've got to go somewhere else, okay?
Okay, that's fine. Will I be able to get my stuff out of his home if I have someone like a cop assist me or something?
Yes, thank you for asking. I will allow you to return one time with law enforcement to retrieve any personal belongings. All right, ma'am?
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Your name, please, sir?
Quentin Mitchell.
Mr. Mitchell, I'm seeing you on one count of DV assault, one count of domestic violence, criminal damage, one count of domestic violence, public conduct. Sir, I can release you, but I'm going to order you to have no contact with Brianna Mitchell and to not go to the address at 2462 North Sycamore. Understood?
Sir, sir, I just have one question. That's my place. I pay the rent there. Like that's my place of residence.
Yeah.
And my wife has a place to go. I don't have a place to go. And I pay the rent there. I'm the only person. I'm on the lease. I'm the only person that works. Okay.
So here's the problem, sir. I can't order an alleged victim to leave. So I can order a defendant not to go somewhere. I can't order her to go somewhere else. So no, I can't grant you permission to go to this residence. She did not indicate to she did not tell police or pretrial that she was going to be leaving the house. I don't
Okay.
know the situation, sir, with her living or why you're indicating, and you don't need to tell me why you're indicating she can go somewhere else. Even if you're telling me the truth, and I don't doubt you are, I can't order her to go somewhere else.
No, I guess I'm saying like now I don't have a place to go, so I'm homeless because that's our apartment. I'm on the, that's our apartment.
But it's the incident
The
location.
incident location.
That's
So
why he's ordering you not to go back.
all right. So all right.
Judge, can we do the one-time permission to take his belongings?
Just the one time. I mean, I just need to get my stuff in order because I have work. Like I don't have. I'm not from here.
You have to go back with Lisa's.
Okay.
Yes, that's what.
Would my mother, excuse me, would my mother be able to
She's not being ordered not to talk. You can't do anything like that.
okay.
You can't ask her to pass messages.
Okay, thank you.
So, yeah, your attorney is correct. So I will allow you to go back one time with law enforcement to collect any personal belongings you need for the immediate time. But for right now, sir, I can't allow you to have contact with Miss Mitchell. I can't allow you to go back to the address at Sycamore, the number 62 address at Sycamore. But I will release you. Your court date's going to be on March 10th. And that's at 1:30 PM, sir.
All right, thank you.
All right, so you're excused. Good morning. Your name, please, ma'am? Ms. Prieto, I'm seeing you on one count of domestic violence, just criminal damage, one count of domestic violence, disorderly conduct. These are city court cases. Ma'am, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear at court. You're going to have court March 10th at 1:30 PM in front of Judge Millian. That's city court, all right?
Okay.
All right, ma'am. You're excused. I'll just take out the full address. You said that last time. Yeah. Yeah, and for JP ports and felonies, we always just check off those boxes, but I think I remember when we first started here, I told you to put down the names. Names are fine, but not bad. Your name, please, ma'am?
Ashley Ray.
All right, Ms. Rhea, I'm seeing you on one count of domestic violence disorderly conduct. I'm going to release you on your promise to appear at court. You've got court March 10th at 1:30 p.m. in front of Judge Millian, ma'am.
Okay, I have a question. My kids live with me full time and I was going to pick them up from their dad's house. He has them and is refusing to give them back to me. So how do I go about that? Because me and my kids live in Ajo, Arizona, which is 2 hours away. And they have school and other things that they have to attend to.
Ma'am, do you have a current divorce case or a current SP case in Superior Court?
No, we haven't lived in Tucson for over 5 years. They've been living with me
So it's
and
found, so the
and
court,
go to school there.
I can't offer you legal advice, ma'am. The court can't get involved with parenting plans unless you file. Were you married to this man? Okay, so then you would need to file what's called an SP action. It's a special paternity action. That allows the court to get involved with parenting plans and parenting time and who gets the kids when and where they go to school, all those functions. But I can't do anything right now in terms of ordering anybody to do anything with the kids. I can only order you right now who are to not have contact with anybody. And right now, ma'am, I'm just gonna order that you be released on your promise to appear on March
Okay.
10th at 1:30 p.m.
Okay. Thank you.
Ma'am. Your name, please, sir?
Philip Vega.
Mr. Vega, I'm seeing you on one count of domestic violence assault, one count of domestic violence disorderly conduct. I will release you, sir, but I have to order you to have no contact with Ms. Delgado and to not go to her residence or place of work. Understood?
Yep.
All right, so your next court date is going to be on March 10th at 1:30 p.m. That's going to be in front of Judge Millian in Tucson City Court, sir.
Thank you.
Well, that's where you're excused.
It's yours.
Your Honor, we are grabbing Figueroa from the room as we speak.
Great, thanks. Your name, please, sir? Hey, Samihan, you're muted. You're good.
Sorry, Judge.
Raúl Figueroa Durazo.
All right, Mr. Figueroa, I'm seeing you on one count of domestic violence, criminal damage, one count of domestic violence, disorderly conduct. Sorry, 2 counts of domestic violence, disorderly conduct. Sir, I can release you on your promise to appear at court, but I have to order you not to go back to the victim's residence, workplace, or the incident location. If that's the same place or not, I'm not sure. But you're allowed to have contact with the alleged victim, but you cannot go back to where she lived or where she works. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that also where you were living?
Yes.
Can
It's
allow you to- I can allow you to go back one time with law enforcement escort to retrieve personal belongings, but I can't allow you to live there.
Oh, okay, great. That's more than I can ask for at
Alright.
this moment. I do thank you, and thank you so much. I had a long night. Okay.
So we've been released.
All right, sir. Your court is
Just
gonna be
understand it's-
March 10th at 1:30 PM in front of Judge Million. You are released and you promise to appear. You can go back with a law enforcement escort, sir, but you can't live there anymore. So if you need some help with housing, there is a transition center outside of the jail. And of course, you can also ask Judge Million to change these conditions of release when you have court with her on March 10th, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sir,
Your Honor, we will be gathering the group of felonies. Just for your information, I have two of them in rooms. Their names are Creeley Michael.
Yep.
And Lockhart Brian.
thank you.
We will do them last. I will get the next one down, Your Honor.
Thank you. You put the 15? Okay. What's that? They're not, oh, okay. Listening, okay.
You're gonna line up on this bench and it's gonna snake across.
Your name, please, sir?
Christopher Bird.
All right, Mr. Berg. So actually, let me begin here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not just for Mr. Berg. Ladies and gentlemen, you are all here for an initial appearance for either felony, well, for felony charges, and some of you are also here on city court charges, maybe even justice court charges. The only issues to decide right now are your conditions of release. I will go over the charges with you as well as your conditions of release. You are all presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. If you're here on a felony case, I will be appointing you an attorney on that matter. You also have an attorney sitting on your left-hand side to help you in these matters. All right. Mr. Berg, I am seeing you on one count of possession of a narcotic drug, one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, and 9 failure to appear, sir, for Tucson City Court charges. And those charges are multiple counts of possession of paraphernalia, criminal trespass, soliciting, disorderly conduct. The state's recommendation, sir, is a $500 bond. My inclination is also to hold you on a bond, sir, only because of the number of failure to appears you have in Tucson City Court. Mr. Fitak, do you want to be heard?
Yes, Judge, not to find probable cause on the narcotic. All we have is a blue pill. We don't have any description of what the blue pill actually was. There is no evidence of any testing. Nonetheless, Judge, there is a probable cause for paraphernalia. So we are requesting the court for a steps hearing, a standard 10-day preliminary hearing date. And as to bond, if the court's inclined to hold Mr. Burke on the city court cases, if pretrial services is not an option, we are requesting for $100.
All right, so I understand your argument on why there might not be PC for the drug charge. I do find PC. I understand it's a lower burden. Clearly, it will need to be tested for a conviction, but I think there is PC based on smoking the blue pill with foil and a straw. Mr. Berg, I'm going to hold you on a $500 bond on the felony court case. I will, sir. Do you know what steps court is? Have you heard of steps court, sir?
Yep.
All right. So steps court is a court run jointly between the county attorney's office and the superior court. It is a program where if you do certain drug treatment and counseling that's asked for by the court, the county attorney's office will dismiss your felony case. Are you interested in looking at that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll set a steps screening, sir, for February 9th at 9 a.m. If you're transported to the jail or to the courthouse from the jail on the 9th, go ahead and go. It's a screening. I don't know if you're going to be steps eligible or not, but you'll be screened at that time if you're transported, okay? Otherwise, your court hearing is going to be on February 12th at 1:30 p.m., sir. And I'm going to appoint the PD's office to represent you. On the city court cases, sir, I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash and secured bond. I'm going to set a video review hearing for February 12th at 1:45 p.m. And I'm going to appoint the city PD to represent you, sir.
Right.
With that, sir, you're excused. I didn't check the felony box. Yes, please. Your name, please, sir?
Morning, Abbott.
All right, Mr. Internet, I'm seeing you on a couple of different matters. I'm seeing you on a felony case as well as a justice court case. The felony case, sir, is possession of a narcotic drug. The justice court case, sir, is shoplifting. It also appears that you're being held without bond on a different felony case. The state's asking for a $500 bond in this case. I'm inclined to do that, sir, since you're being held without bond on a different matter. So Megan, did you want to be heard?
No, Judge, that sounds good. To advocate for Mr. Internet, I asked for a $200 bond.
Mr. Internet, have you heard? I'm not going to do that, but good argument. Mr. Internet, have you heard of the STEPS program?
No.
All right. So the STEPS program is a program run jointly between the county attorney's office and the Superior Court. Essentially, if you do some drug treatment and counseling prescribed by the court, the county attorney's office will dismiss felony charges. Are you interested in looking into that?
Yes.
All right. I'll set a STEPS screening for February 9th at 9 a.m. If the jail brings you to court on that day, don't refuse. Go ahead and go to court for the screening. I don't know if you're going to be eligible or not, given that you're being held without bond, but if they bring you, go ahead and try. Otherwise, I'm going to set a court date on February 12th. I'm going to appoint the PD's office to represent you, sir. And as I already said, I'm going to hold you on that $500 bond. On your justice court case, sir, I'm going to hold you on another $500 bond. Your court date for this will be February 11th at 10:30 a.m. I'm going to appoint Richard Glenn to represent you in that matter, sir. If you do post bond, do not go to the incident location. Understood, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, you're excused. Thank you.
Judge, I had a quick question. Is he getting a court date for the shoplifting case in Oro Valley Municipal Court?
Didn't I send that? I'm sorry. I did set it. If I didn't say it, let me say it again. Or if I didn't say it, let me say it. It's on the 11th, man, February 11th.
Okay, so it's not in Justice Court, but Oro Valley Municipal Court?
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I did say just court. I'm sorry. Yes, it's Oro Valley.
Okay.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning, ma'am. Your name, please?
Christine Jadek.
Ms. Gaddick, I'm seeing you. Seeing you on one count of trafficking, stolen property, one count of theft of means, one count of burglary in the 3rd degree. Ma'am, the state is asking for a $1,500 bond. My inclination, counsel, given the defendant's age, given her relative lack of criminal history, was to release her to pretrial services. Mr. Mosier, did you want to be heard?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Yadek, I'm going to release you to pretrial services. You
Thank you, Your Honor.
may have no contact with the alleged victim. I don't know if you know who it was or not, but no contact. Your next court date is going to be February 23rd at 1:30 p.m. That court date's unlikely to go, so speak to your attorney. That will be the LD's office who will represent you. All right, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am, you're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
Please make sure to review with you.
Your name, please, sir?
Carlos Mendoza.
All right, Mr. Mendoza. I'm seeing you on aggravated DUI and possession of a narcotic drug. The state, sir, is asking for a $10,000 bond. That was my inclination as well. Simeon, did you want to be heard?
Yes, Judge, on the aggravated DUI count, I know that there's not much description of how he was impaired, Judge. It just says that he came to a stop, to a screeching halt. And I would submit to the court that the court not find probable cause because that alone is not enough to infer that he was impaired to the slightest degree. Because there's no other testing that was done in terms of field sobriety tests or anything else. Bloodshot eyes, I didn't see any of that.
There's information that I got from the officer this morning that there was a 2 out of 8 on the walk and turn, a 1 out of 4 on the one leg stand, and the defendant admitted to using Suboxone before driving, which I understand can be prescribed. The problem, Simeon, is that even if I were to not find probable cause on this, I did find it on the possession of a narcotic drug, and because of that, I can't release him. And it's not my inclination to, given that I did find probable cause on one allegation, my inclination was to hold him on that $10,000. Do you want to be heard on his release conditions?
Yes, Judge, and given that the court has extra information now, I agree with the court's analysis that there is PC. As to bond, Judge, I know pretrial services has talked to Brianna, his girlfriend, who has agreed to assume third-party custody and give him transportation to court. He is full-time employed, Judge, as a carpenter. I acknowledge he has the city court case that's pending, but $10,000 is something he cannot afford. We are respectfully requesting the court to consider somewhere close to $3,000 as to the bond amount, cash or securities. Thank you.
I understand your argument, counsel. Mr. Mendoza, I'm going to hold you on that requested $10,000 cash secured bond, given the pending DUI in Tucson City Court, these new DUI allegations, and your criminal history, sir. Sir, you have a court date of February 12th at 1:30 p.m. I'm going to appoint the PD to represent you, sir. That court date on the 12th is unlikely to go, sir. So speak to them about the next couple of weeks. And with that, sir, you're excused. Your name, please, sir.
Raymond Merkley.
I'm seeing you on 1 count of domestic violence, aggravated assault, strangulation, 1 count of domestic violence, aggravated assault, serious physical injury, and 1 count of domestic violence, unlawful imprisonment. The state's asking for a $50,000 bond, sir. My initial inclination was a $25,000 bond. Does either party wish to be heard?
No, Your
Yes, Judge. We understand the court's inclination, but Mr. Merkley wants me to let the court know that he does have a stable job. He is 3 on 6 on the FTA scale. I know pretrial services, the report says that he he was not, I don't think there's any issue finding separate housing. I think he can make arrangements with a friend or a family member to stay away from the victim. No contact with the victim is perfectly okay. As the report says, Judge, I know I said this, he's full-time employed. There is somebody who can assume third-party custody and give him rights to court. That would be his sister. So, Judge, in looking at the priors, the last one is from 2016, the California one. So it's close to 10 years since the last offense. So in light of all of that, Judge, we are requesting the court to consider releasing Mr. Merkley, but since the court's not going to do that, we are going to ask for a bond close to $5,000 cash.
Or given the criminal history, given the allegation, given some statements that you've only been in Tucson for either 3 days or 1 month that you're otherwise living in California, I am going to hold you on that $25,000 cash as secured bond. Your next court date is going to be February 12th at 1:30 p.m. I'm going to appoint the PD's office to represent you, sir. Talk to them about the next couple of weeks because that court date on the 12th is not going to go. No contact with the alleged victim in this case. You may not go to the alleged victim's residence, work, or to the incident location, sir. And with that, sir, you're excused.
Morning.
Good morning. Your name, please, sir.
Andrew Pacho.
All right, Mr. Poncho, give me 1 minute to pull up your file.
Is it a probation hearing? Probation here with no. I'm asking if there is a court. I can't control it.
There is, as far as I saw from the pretrial services reports, there was no hold by probation. All right, Mr. Pacho, I have you on 1 count of possession of dangerous drugs, 1 count of possession of paraphernalia, and then a failure to appear for a justice court case for theft, and a failure to appear for a city court case for possession of paraphernalia. And state, sir, is asking for a $1,000 bond on your felony case, sir. My inclination was to hold you on a bond, Mr. Pacho, but let me hear from your attorney.
Judge, can I have a brief moment? There's something Mr. Pacho wants to tell me. So.
Yeah, of course. Mr. Mosier, is he actually eligible on probation for 3 other cases? I'm not sure how that works for steps.
Yeah, he might not end up getting steps, but we're how we're doing it is we're triaging all these personal possession cases through our steps unit. So that maybe, I mean, I've seen it happen before, so.
All right.
Yeah.
Mr. Pacho, so me and Roy, did you want to be heard first, sir?
Yes, Judge. Thank you. Unless the court wants to address it first.
Well, I was going to say, Mr. Pacho, have you heard of the STEPS program?
No, sir.
All right.
No,
So
Your Honor.
the STEPS, that's okay. So the STEPS program, sir, it's kind of a joint program between the county attorney's office and the court. If you are screened and you're eligible and you do any drug counseling and treatment that's required by the court, the county attorney's office will dismiss the felony charge against you. Are you interested in looking into that?
Absolutely.
So I can set a STEPS hearing. My inclination still with to hold you on a bond. So Megan, did you want to be heard?
Yes, Judge. So Mr. Pacho wanted to tell me and tell the court really that he's been on probation since 2023. And it's surprising that even after getting these misdemeanor warrants, probation's really good about getting them back to court and coming back into compliance because they don't want an active warrant pending. So there is some merit to what Mr. Pacho is saying. Judge, this is a simple possession case. He was released from prison in 2023. He tells me probation's going okay so far. So since the court has already set a steps hearing, we are really hoping for release to pretrial services. That way he'll be supervised by both agencies and he can report to his probation officer given that there's no hold. And the last thing he's telling me, Judge, is that his sister already contacted probation to let them know about what's going on and whatnot. So given his diligence so far, Judge, I think he deserves one chance at pretrial services. Thank you.
I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not sure what you're talking about with the warrants. I mean, the FTA is at a city court and I'm less worried about those and more worried about the fact that he was allegedly on probation for 3 felonies and was arrested last night or yesterday at least with methamphetamine. My inclination is just to hold him until, I don't know, probation can assist him with whatever he needs help with, given that this will be a 4th felony case. So that was my inclination right now.
Well, Judge, the last thing he's telling me is if the court were to release him, he will check in with residential treatment. He can stop by the transition center who can assist him achieve that. So we are still requesting for release. He wants me to advocate only for release and no bond.
Pretrial services.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Detox and pretrial services.
I mean, I don't, pretrial services makes no sense if you're already on probation. Pretrial services does a fraction of what probation does, sir.
Well, either way, I go to detox, sir, from right from here to detox. That's my word, Your Honor. If not, I go sit back to jail. Like if I violate that. I have a job and a family. I'm just trying to be there for the family. So if I need to get right, then I need to do what I need to do as a man. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Putker, I appreciate what you're saying. I'm going to hold you on a $1,000 bond. The information I have from pretrial services is that you're currently unemployed. That's what you had given pretrial services, your mother's number to call to verify employment. She said you were currently unemployed. We're going to hold you on a $1,000 cash and secured bond for the steps hearing of February 9th. You'll have a preliminary hearing date of February 12th. That date's unlikely to go, sir, as you're well aware now. Speak to your attorney about what the next couple of weeks looks like. And if the jail does bring you to court on the 9th, go ahead and go. That would be your step screening, sir. All right, that's for the felony case, sir. For the justice court case, just so you're getting time credit, sir, I'm going to hold you on a $100 bond. Cash is secured. You're going to have court with Judge Cornejo tomorrow at 1 p.m. I'm going to appoint Robin Ald to represent you on that matter. And then on your city court case, sir, it's criminal trespass and possession of paraphernalia. I'm going to release you, but only so that I can set a non-transport review hearing, appoint the city PD to represent you in the hopes that they can resolve your city court matter without your presence. That's going to be on March 13th at 9 a.m. in front of Judge Klotz. And as I said, hopefully they can resolve your city court case in a dismissal, sir, given that you have these pending felony matters and given the charges of trespass and possession of paraphernalia. All right, sir, with that, you're excused. Yeah, thanks. Oh, really?
Next.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Your name, please, sir?
Joseph Bettis.
Mr. Perez, I have you here on one count of burglary in the third degree. The state's asking you to be released to pretrial services. That was my inclination, to release you to pretrial services with orders to have no contact with the alleged victim. So whatever you're alleged to have burglarized belonged to somebody else. No contact with that person, okay?
Yes.
All right, so I'll release you to pretrial services, sir. Your next court date's gonna be February 23rd at 1:30 PM. I'm gonna appoint the PD's office to represent you in that matter, sir. Talk to them because that court date's likely not to happen. And please contact pretrial services so that they can kind of keep tabs on your life and tell the court what's going on to make sure you're safe, all right?
Okay.
All right, sir, you're excused. Your name, please, sir?
Zachary Pyro.
All right, Mr. Pyro, I have you on theft of means of transportation, burglary in the third degree, and trafficking stolen property. The state, sir, is asking for a $500 bond. Counsel, my inclination was to release Mr. Pyro like I released the co-defendant with orders to have no contact with the alleged victims. Does either party wish to be heard on that?
Your Honor.
Nothing.
So, sir, I'm going to release you to pretrial services. Your next court date's going to be February 23rd at 1:30 PM. I'm going to appoint the PD's office to represent you. No contact with the alleged victim. You got to get in touch with pretrial as soon as you're released, okay, sir? And then talk to your attorney about the next couple of weeks, because that court date I said is not going to go, but there will be another court date in the future. And if you don't go to that court date, there will be a warrant for your arrest. All right?
All right, thank you.
All right, sir, you're excused.
Thank you. Thanks, sir. Thank you.
Your name, please?
Franklin Saucedo.
Ms. Salcido, I'm seeing you on one count of criminal damage. State asking me to release you to pretrial services. That was my inclination. You'll have court on February 23rd at 1:30 PM. I'm going to appoint the PD's office to represent you, ma'am. So when you're released, ma'am, give pretrial a call. They'll tell you when your next court date is. It will not be the 23rd of February, but you will very likely have another court date. If you don't appear at a future hearing, a warrant can issue for your arrest. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, you're excused.
Thank you.
Next.
Your name, please, ma'am?
Elsie Whitted.
All right, Ms. Whitted, I'm seeing you on possession of a narcotic drug for sale, possession of drug, and 2 counts of possession of dangerous drugs. I also have you on 5 Superior Court cases. It looks like there's a probation hold. State's asking for a $10,000 bond, given the allegation that you were selling drugs. You're not going to be released anyway, given the probation hold. My inclination, ma'am, is to hold you on that $10,000 bond. Counsel, do you want to be heard? Defense?
Yeah, we would also be asking for a bond. We would just like the court to note that while there is the presumptive sales quantity, there is no nothing in the interim, although we understand it may come later, about active selling or having scales, having smaller baggies, multiple denominations, dollar bills. So we would be requesting a $5,000.
Ma'am, I'm going to hold you on the state's requested bond of $10,000 cash secured. It doesn't actually matter because you can't be released until probation says so, which is going to require a motion from your attorney to the judge in question. You're going to have court on February 12th at 1:30 PM. I'm going to appoint the LD's office to represent you. I imagine they're the attorneys who had you for the last cases. I don't know why it wouldn't be the exact same attorney that you're familiar with. So give them a call, ma'am, if you have any questions. That court date on the 12th is unlikely to go, as you're aware. So speak to them about the next couple of weeks, ma'am. And with that, you're excused.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's not the door downstairs. Do we have Lockhart?
Two more.
Oh,
You skipped them.
Last one. Yeah.
Your name, please, sir?
Michael Freiling.
You're here on initial appearance. We're gonna go over your charges as well as your conditions of release. I'm gonna appoint the PD's office to represent you. You also have an attorney sitting next to you right now to assist you in these proceedings. The state, sir, is asking that you be released to pretrial services. Have you heard of the STEPS program, sir?
No.
So you're being charged with possession of a narcotic drug, possession of a dangerous drug, possession of paraphernalia. I don't know if you have a drug problem or not, sir. I don't want to pry. But right now, the state's saying that you might be eligible to do the STEPS program. The STEPS program is a program where if you do certain drug counseling and treatment that is asked for by the Superior Court, they will dismiss the felony cases against you. Are you interested in that?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to set a STEPS screening hearing for February 9th, sir. I'm going to release you to pretrial services and set a preliminary hearing date of March 19th. That March date is not going to go. What is going to happen, though, is your STEP screening is going to be February 9th at 9 a.m. If you don't go to that, this will just be treated as a class 4 felony. If you do go to that screening, there's a good chance that you can go through some programs and the state will dismiss these cases. Understood?
Yes.
All right, sir. Good luck, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Judge, can I just make a brief record?
Yeah.
We are willing to waive time for the preliminary hearing beyond the 20 days to the 45 days so that he can complete the STEPS program. I think we have to acknowledge that we're waiving.
Oh, I'm sorry, Samihan. You do need to acknowledge waiving time. I always forget to ask. I assume you're waiving time and.
Yes.
Okay, my mistake. Thanks, Samihan. Yes.
No problem, Judge. I You okay?
Your name, please, sir?
Brian Lockhart.
Lockhart, this is your initial appearance on charges of. Sorry, sir, let me pull it up. On charges of criminal damage and criminal trespass in the first degree. We're going to go over your conditions of release, but first, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. I'm also going to be appointing the public defender's office to represent you, and you have an attorney sitting next to you right now. Sir, the state's asking that I hold you on a $2,500 bond, cash is secured. That's my inclination. Defense, Mr. Lockhart was effectively ended his parole on January 28th of this year and has new charges in his criminal history. So my inclination was to hold him on a bond. In fact, it was higher than what the state had initially asked for. But that's my inclination. So defense, I'd like to hear your argument though.
Thank you, Judge. So I understand the court's concerns and the state's concerns about the criminal history, the recent parole that ended. But Judge, given that these are class 6 felonies and these are non-dangerous, non-violent offenses, and there's no allegation that the entry into the UFA hall was made with intent to commit theft. We are asking for release to pretrial services, but if the court's not inclined, as the court has indicated, given Mr. Lockhart's ability to post bond, I think a $500 bond would be sufficient to secure his presence. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Lockhart, I understand the defense argument. I'm going to hold you though on that $2,500 bond requested by the state. It'll be cash or secured. No contact with the alleged victim. If you are able to post a bond or are released at a future date, you may not go back to the incident location, sir. Your next court date, sir, is going to be February 12th in front of Justice Court. That court is unlikely to go, sir, so speak to your attorney about the next couple of weeks and what they look like. All right, sir, you're excused.
I'm gonna paper. One stand up.
Mr. Lockhart, you're excused, sir. Thank you, sir.
That's the correction.
Samian, Josh, take care of you guys.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good morning. Bye, Mr. Mulder.